Hello everyone, today is episode 23 of Know Your Author series, and today we have with us Idris. And let's find out more from Idris herself. Hello everyone, welcome to Talk with Sana, and today's episode 23 of Know Your Author series. And we have with us Idris. She's a Czech author. She's living in France with her husband and 3 children. She's an engineer and she enjoys doing embroidery, handicrafts, and origami. Welcome Idris. Thank you so much for coming to the show. And tell us more about yourself. I'm so excited to know more about you. How was your childhood? Where was it?
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Jazakallah khair for having me here. Well, about my childhood, I was like normal girl in normal atheist family. And I, to be honest, when I was small, I almost didn't hear about Islam. I didn't know what's that.
But you know the concept of God, right?
And yeah.
Okay, no, but it was a non-practicing family.
Atheist, my parents until now, they don't believe and they don't think that exists something. So really, this was something like totally closed for me. I didn't know anything about it.
But I think it's Czech is like that, right? I think it's right. All because of the communism and things like that.
Yeah. Exactly. In Czech, there is not so many Muslims.
Yeah, they're not, because we have been there as tourists and then, we were struggling with, but we were very happy that there were Indian restaurants and Indian food. So we survived on the Indian food very happily. But I think it was like we wanted to try some of the Czech things, but everything was with the pork and it was everything. Yeah. So we were very conscious and we said, okay, we will only stick to the Indian food there.
Yeah, actually, when we are going there, we are.
And there was one ice cream, and my husband, he wanted to try. I said, yeah, ice cream, maybe it should be okay. But there was someone who told us that be careful because in the yogurts, if you buy from the
everywhere.
Market, yeah, it's
even in the bread you can find the pork. It's
this is what I read in your book, and I was shocked. I was like, but we had breakfast in the hotel. I don't know what I ate.
Yeah, in this case, you have just to trust Allah that you will not meet something like this. But yeah, when we are there, kebab, pizza, that's all.
Kebab, pizza, and the Indian food for me was the thing. I think we were there for like 4 or 5 days. It was like a long weekend or something, and it was good. I had a good time, but we mostly were on the Indian food. They were everywhere in Prague, and then so it was like a buffet system, and it was really nice.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm a foodie, so I always distract my authors with the food.
Don't worry about it. When you don't need me to cook for you, I have no problem with it.
So tell us more, like how was things with the pandemic, and how did pandemic for you was it, did it slow you down or it was more work for you? What do you think of the last 1.5 years?
Actually, pandemic almost didn't touch me, didn't change a lot because I'm not going like regular in restaurant or cinema or whatever. I'm going with kids in a school and back and once a week just make my shopping. So it doesn't change. That's true that at beginning when like first wave came, then here in France also kids were at home. So I was really happy that my husband is here and can help me, because with 3 kids at home, it wasn't funny. But it was just the first wave, and after they decided that they will let the school open, so it wasn't a big deal for us. Kids are going in a school, even when I have to wear the mask. It's a little bit disturbing because of course I'm not wearing niqab outside, but because it's forbidden here in France. But other way, it didn't touch me a lot. And actually I think that I published my book during pandemic. I'm not sure right now, but yeah, I think that I did publish my book, my very first book during pandemic, and really, I don't see any difference because I'm working anyway. I'm working from home. I'm working on my books from home on my computer, so I don't need to go anywhere. It's not big difference for me.
So since I was already talking about food, let's talk about food. So what is your favorite food and drink?
Well, I was thinking about it because you wrote me the preparation of questions. So I was thinking about it, and I said that, yeah, sushi. I love sushi. So
Wow.
yeah, when I can go out for sushi, I'm not doing it by myself. I maybe one day, but I'm not like, I don't like cooking, to be honest. I don't like cooking at all. So maybe one day I will learn how to do sushi by myself. But when we can go with my husband outside for a sushi, it's for me like small fete,
Yeah.
or how to say it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a small celebration.
Yeah, exactly.
So tell me now, like, what is your me time? I know being a mother of 3 children, it's really hard to find that me time. But imagine if you have that hour for yourself. What do you do in that hour?
Actually, this is really, really hard question because, as you told, with 3 kids, I found, because it's my like challenge right now to find the time for myself to charge my battery, and yeah, I really enjoy the handcraft, the, how to say,
Handicrafts, yeah. Like
handicrafts,
embroidery and
everything like jewelry and all things, paper.
It's also a way to take out your stress. So if you have too much stress building and you're doing something with your hands, it will take out your stress. So you're doing the right thing, actually.
Well, definitely. And actually, when I started to even think about to have my own business, I started with origami and paper things, and it was amazing because kids were around me and screaming and crying and doing everything, and I was playing with my paper and ignoring everything and let me be. I have my paper.
Do not disturb me until I finish.
Yeah, exactly, and it did work.
Yeah, it did work. So I also I'm curious, it's just a question out of the box, that I saw that you're an engineer and you went to the Prague University. Yeah. And then I see a lot of creative side of you, similar to what I did. But I like my technical side as well, that it balances somehow my brain when it goes haywire, that, I have. It's like when I'm bored of my technical stuff, I go to my creative side. When I'm bored of the creative side, I go to the technical stuff. So how did you thought about engineering,
Actually, I think that in this way, it was a little bit like from my mom, because my mom is great accountant. Okay. And so numbers were in my life all the time. And plus, my dad, he's, how to say it? He loves with small electronic things,
Okay. He's a techie with the gadgets and all.
Yeah. So all the time, these things were around me when I was small. And even my mom started to study the same university, another faculty, but same university. And so it was like natural, and she didn't finish this school actually, because when I started to study in this school, it was like to give back to my mom that she didn't finish it, because she started to study on this university, but she didn't finish because she was already pregnant with myself. And even she didn't tell it never before that I should finish it or something, but I felt it like, I should finish it for my mom. And really, to be honest, at the end, I don't know how I did it. I don't know. When I did the last exam and I come out from the room, I was like, no way. I'm out. It's the end. It's not possible. And then I almost cried because I really was sure that I didn't do it. So that I have to repeat this exam. And then we came back, to hear the results, and all teachers was looking at me like, okay, I will give it to you, but I don't want to see you anymore. So really, it was like, okay, I have it.
Okay,
And
take it, and I don't want to see you again.
Yeah, actually, a long time I was playing with the idea to continue, but more it was I was coming to the end. I was sure that no, it's not my way. I like numbers. I like the when we buy some like new stuff at home. It's me who is playing with it to make the montage. All these things. I love it, but on the other hand, I don't like memorizing things. And of course, in your university, you have to memorize a lot of stuff. So in this way, I quit like, whew, it's over.
Over, yeah. I know, like at the end, it becomes like this, like you're tired of memorizing and remembering things, yeah. So tell me, like, how did the books came in between, and for you, a reader since the beginning, what is your favorite book or genre? What do you like to read?
Actually, when I was small, I was really, really big reader. I was that kind of the child that was hiding myself under in the bed, that my parents don't know that I'm not sleeping, but actually I'm reading.
Yeah.
And I was reading a lot. And again, I think that it was because of my mom, because we in our room we didn't have living room, but that biggest room in our apartment. My parents gave to us, like for children. But in that room was the big, huge library with thousands and thousands books.
Wow.
And so it was like every day I saw the books, and I loved to read. It was like adventure books or something like this, more for boys, maybe we could say. But I did love it. I did love the adventure of children, of other children that I did read in a book. And but when I became a mom, of course, the reading went out of my life because it's not possible. And I'm happy when I can open even Quran, because when I'm tired, I think that all mom can know it. That when I'm tired, I open even Quran. Doesn't matter which book, which kind of book, and I read like 2-3 pages, and I want to sleep.
Yeah.
So because I slow down, my body realized that I did slow down, so I can sleep, and so I don't have time to reading anything right now. But the idea of writing book, actually, I don't know from where it came. It was one moment, maybe I saw some interview of my mentor or something. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. But one moment I was like, I want to write a book. I was really sure. It was crystal clear idea that I have to write a book.
Okay.
And from this, I started to talk because I had a mentor. I was.
But like your life is so unique and different, and the choices that you made, that it deserves a book, and I think it deserves many books. So I'm hoping you will write more memoirs, like choosing Islam, and then there will be sequels to it.
Yeah, actually, I was thinking about to take it from other sides, like more for moms, or what I was going through.
Because a lot of moms are struggling at the moment, and this struggle nobody talks about in the media or in the papers. They all just show the shiny side of the motherhood.
Yeah, that the mom with makeup with a nice cute baby in the hands,
baby laughing, but they don't show when the baby is creating a scene or whining, and then you don't know. But sometimes it's so hard. Like my son is now 2.5, and sometimes it's like he doesn't know what he wants. It's like you give him the same thing and he said, I want this thing, but this is this thing that you're asking for. No, I don't want this. I want this thing. It gets difficult,
Many times it happened even to me that when I was small, I wanted something. I wanted it now, but actually I didn't know what I want. Yeah. So I know about it, and of course
it's great that you still remember. I don't remember much from my childhood, my tantrum when I used to throw. But my mother said I never throwed much tantrums. So
that's true. That when I see my kids and what my mom is saying to me, then I wasn't I wasn't like this, but the truth is that when I was small, it was like mode, or how to say it,
But how many brothers and sisters you are?
I have one small sister.
Okay.
And another 3 sisters from first marriage of my father, so like stepsisters.
Okay.
And so I grew up with my small sister, and my mom, for her never ever it was like that we didn't sleep at night, or that we didn't eat, because we had to. We couldn't go away from the table until we finish. It's
Yeah,
not
I think it
possible.
was the discipline that they enrooted in us. We thought there is no other way. That's the only
Yeah.
way.
Yeah,
We were not given a choice. Like we give
exactly.
to our children, they have a choice right now. So they exercise their right, and they're trying
Yeah.
to go left and right where we don't want them to go.
Exactly. Actually, I'm forever grateful to my mom, how she did it with me, but I'm doing it the other way, and Allahu alam which way is the better. But I think that we should be more like friends with kids. Of course, you have to have that authority and to respect.
But with every generation, it's like people are evolving and they're knowing. So whatever our parents did, they know best at that age, and how things were around them, how they were parented as well, how their parents were. So I just can't go and say that that was wrong way or another way, but okay, my children are for another time. I am at another time than them. So the same methods may not apply,
Exactly.
or they're not applicable. So we always need to evolve that parenting styles according to the needs of children as well. Every child is so different than the other one. There is no box where you fit all the children in.
Exactly. What I did to learn during my motherhood, that I am the best mom for my children, and I'm sure that every mom is the best mom for her children.
Yeah.
And simply because every mom is doing her best.
Exactly. Yeah.
And we just need to realize that we are the best moms. Nobody else can do it better than we. Even when we see all these beautiful moms with beautiful babies, cute babies on Facebook or whatever, it doesn't mean that she is not totally tired, and doesn't sleep at night. It's just that she made this photo at that moment, that when she was okay and her baby. But maybe 5 seconds after, her baby did tantrum or something like it. But we have to really think in this way, that we are doing our best, and that's why we are the best mom in the world for our children. And when we are not best mom, then Allah will not give us the baby. I don't want to say that who doesn't have baby that is not good mom. Never ever. It's like test from Allah, and we know it.
Yeah, it's like really different. I mean, people have their choices in life. They want to get married, they want to have children, and also it's from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that He want to give it to you or not. So it's a very complex structure and things and combination. So I will not really go there, but really, it's like, okay, you're doing your best, and then you can just hope that Allah accept it, because we are the guardians. We are not the creators or the owners of our children. We are really the guardians, and then it's our responsibility to raise them up well and take care of them. And that's it. I mean, I really, whenever I'm so angry and upset or something, I just realize that I have to answer someone, for my behavior to them.
Actually, you don't need to, because I think that many people, me included, we are trying to apologize to others for our behaviors, but we are what we are. Allah created us like this, and we are not here. Actually, we did talk about it before this interview. We are not here to please everybody, to please all people around us. We are here to please Allah, to pray to Him and to obey Him. So it's not about what other people thinking about us. It's about what Allah is thinking about us.
I was saying that if Allah will accept me and my raising up of my child, if I did it in the right way, But if I was kind enough, if I was gentle enough, if I really holded myself when I was really angry, because sometimes I see a lot of parents that think it's their right to hit their children or something because it is their children.
Yeah.
But I really see that you are just the guardians of that child, Allah is
Yeah,
the owner
definitely.
of that child, and he gave you a responsibility. Okay, I mean, we are humans, we make mistakes, but at
I
the
wanted to
end,
say it.
I really want to be judged like, that I did well, that, I did my best.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly what you said, that we are just people, that we
Yeah.
have our limits and so on. And when the children are going and trying and trying and trying and trying and trying and trying, then just playing with the ball can cause big explosion of mom, because yeah, it's enough. It's enough.
But it's really a mirror of yourself. Like I was thinking, I'm very patient person. I will be very good with children. I love children. But when you have your own child, and then you are there 24/7, and month by month,
You cannot change it.
you can, and then they can really put that trigger on you, which the button you don't know where it exists, but you explode.
Yeah, exactly. And actually, right now I'm more diving in like personal growth and all these
Yeah, me
things,
too, yeah.
and coming so many strange things up, that I even didn't know about it. And I said, yeah, now I understand why I'm so often so angry with my kids, because it's something from my past is coming up, and I even didn't know about it. So I think that it's really, really important for everybody to learn new things, new skills,
and to grow. I mean, to invest in your personal growth,
yeah, definitely.
because as a Muslim also you should evolve, you should grow. That's what as a Muslim you should be, and how it should be like, and not what is happening around us.
Yep.
So do you have your book? Do you want to show it to your readers?
Well, it's here. Here.
Do you want to read something for us?
Here. Well, I chose just small example, because when I was thinking about it, what to read, I was like, yeah, always it's like one going to another. So to take just one piece, then it's about nothing. So I chose just one short thing from introduction that is talking about where I am now, right now. So, Bismillah. I will share some thoughts I have previously shared on Facebook. It's a small reflection that sums up where I'm currently in life. Yes, I am a Muslim. I pray 5 times a day, but I'm not a terrorist. Yes, I wear the veil, but not because my husband orders me to, but because I want to. In fact, I was already wearing it before I met him, and it was my decision. Yes, I'm married, and no, I'm not oppressed. My husband doesn't hit me, but he does bring me flowers. And yes, I work, but because my husband supports our children and me, I work not out of necessity, but simply because I like helping people. Take your life in your hands and don't let your surrounding influence you. Make your own decision.
Wow, it was so nice. I remember reading it, and then now you read it again, so it was good to hear it back.
Yeah.
And I also saw a lot of strength in you, like when I read your book, I saw that you were really, really strong person since the beginning. And I think I feel the unique thing about you, that the strength that comes, that I see in the writing and in the book, and you as a person. I just want to ask one more question, that how did choosing Islam change you? What, like, one big difference that you saw in yourself before and after, And how many years, I think, when did you accept Islam?
It's already like around 9 years, I think.
9 years. And then, but what difference do you see? One big difference in your life?
But one big difference, I simply to say I have answer for everything right now, because when I was young, or how to call it, I feel young until now, but before accepting Islam, and I was thinking about to have children and so on, and always always it come the period, and why. I think that you know it. Always come the period that children comes and why. And the parents often they don't have the answer, but to be Muslim, you have your answer. When you really don't know, You just say because Allah created it like this, or because Allah wanted it like this, and that's all. I don't want to make it like universal answer, but it's like this. It's like this, all these questions. Funny question, for example, my old son, he came last time like, okay, it was first, how was it? It was not yeah, it was the egg first or the chicken, obvious question. And I think that non-Muslim or not believer, they don't have the answer, but you have the answer. You have, that Allahu Alam, Allah knows how he created it, if it was the egg first or the chicken. But I want to just mention one struggle that I was struggling at beginning when I accepted Islam, because that knowing that somebody is all the time, 24 hours per day, 7 days in a week, watching you, for me it was really like, no, I don't want to.
Yeah.
It was really a strange thing, like feeling that even when I'm in toilet, even when I'm doing something, that I don't want anybody else is watching me. Always somebody's watching you. So this was really big change to realize that really all the time somebody's watching.
Yeah.
And when you're like 30 years non-Muslim and ignore all these things, and then somebody tell you that, hey, somebody's watching you all the time, it was really like, whoa. It was really huge challenge for me to overcome it. And of course, I get used to, but at the beginning it was really huge for me, especially when, everybody has that situations that don't want be seen, even when it's in toilet or some private things. You don't want that anybody is watching you. But yes, somebody's watching you all the time. So this was really huge change for me and huge challenge between others. But yeah, this was really huge.
Huge, yeah. Alhamdulillah.
Yeah, alhamdulillah.
Because I'm asking this question for myself because I'm a born Muslim. So sometimes I do not have the same eyes to see and appreciate my own things, that somebody as a fresh person with a fresh experience have, So I'm always curious and I'm always asking rewards like these questions, that, okay, I was always taught this, that someone is watching you, and I grew up with this idea and it became a part of me and it helped me a lot as a child also, when you have some like things or like temptations or thoughts that, okay, but that Allah is watching you, and then you hold your hand back and yourself, Okay, so tell me, I think it's the last now, the question that I have is, do you have a message for your readers in the audience?
The message that even I wanted to share through my book for all new Muslims, because it's my audience, the new Muslim, of course, women, because I'm a woman, that just take it easy. It can be really challenging at the beginning to make that first step to take Shahada and accept Islam, but take it easy. Choose one imam from where to learn everything, and take it step by step and take it easy. Really, it's nothing has to be done right now and has to be clear right now. Just take breath and take it easy. That's my message.
Yes. And I see that you have published 2 more books, which are like the journals.
Yeah, actually 3.
3, okay.
Or 4. Yeah, it's here behind me. The green one is just my first try of low content book. It's called Cash Flow Sheets for Everyone, and actually it's what my mom, accountant, did teach me when I was small, to follow where the cash is going. So all incomes, all outcomes, to know what happened with the money. But what I'm really proud of, that I did the violet. I have here violet, but there are 2 different covers. It's Planner for Muslim Women for 2022, and I really I think that every Muslim woman should have it, because especially moms, when we need to organize our time and to see, when we should go where with which child when we have more children. And of course, on the same time, we have to not forget our prayers. So I put there also the prayer tracker that you can check, like checklist of prayers. You can check if did you pray everything, if everything is okay, like Muslim. And on the same time, you can schedule your day and plan your day. So I did it. Right now, all books are in English, and I have already ready my memoir in French. So it's just a question of time. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. It was one sister that I mentioned in my Facebook profile that did it for me. Alhamdulillah, mashallah, tabarakallah. And so I just need to do, the formatting, cover, and all these things and publish it. But before I will do it, I want to translate my planner also in Czech. Of course, I'm Czech, so I wanted also my Czech sisters can use it, and I, inshallah, will do it in French as well. So I hope that my book, my memoir, and other books will be like international, or that will touch not just English-speaking audience, but I really want to translate my memoir in as much languages as possible, because I think that really what I went through during my life, it can benefit many, many people. And as I said that I love to help people, I wrote this book to help others.
Yes, inshallah. May Allah accept your efforts and, make it more success.